Hey there guys, welcome to the iOS December Cup number 3. Hope you guys did enjoy our red finals yesterday. My name is Peter Canapit Hartnell. I'm not joined by Hax today. Hopefully he might be able to join us a little bit later on, but for the time being, let's take a look at what we've got bracket wise. So, we have got Bull Nation returning from our finals after a pretty, I'd say a pretty decent showing for themselves. We've also got Nuclear Winter. We'll be taking on at CNN. Sorry, I had a look at my notes for today. Arditi taking on a Kurdistan means Kurds. Okay. M5 versus Shadows. Also a tournament team. Vol are winners from our finals yesterday, who will get a bye into the quarterfinals to face off against the winners of Dark Zone versus Last Devils. The Originalo versus Law's Glory in order to take on Wintex Sports, who were our *1 seed from the finals yesterday. Okay, just having a look through what you guys are talking about. Asking about Amazon Prime, okay. Let's see. Weirdest channel is saying yesterday's giveaways are messed up. What happened there? I wasn't looking at wasn't doing the giveaways directly myself. But if there's anything which I might be able to help with, I'll certainly do my best. I'm just getting in it to our first tournament game of the day, which should be our DT versus Kurdistan, means Kurds. Just gonna get set up for that. Let's see, so we've got, yes, 13 teams playing today. Let's have a look. Are they the real Shadow? That's a good question, Weirdest. Let's have a look. If we pull up, yes, I think that's the same. I think that's the same team from yesterday. Let's go look down. Yes, they lost in the finals to Destiny, though to be fair, a lot of teams did. So, yeah, I believe they are the same team at least. So that should be interesting. Hopefully, we'll be able to get them on stream. But either way, we'll probably be more likely to run into them in our semi-finals. Alright guys, so we will pop ourselves to a short break while we do get into lobby and everything. So please do stay tuned and we'll be back soon. We will get the giveaways going as well, hopefully. It will all go without incident today. And I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Alright, thank you guys for your patience. Hopefully you'll enjoy our first game between, I think I might need to change the name to KMK actually, just to fit the whole thing in. On the well, Kurdistan means Kurds and ARRDT on the rooftops for our first round of competition. These teams fighting to advance in our cup today, and they will be facing up against the winner between Emirates Fi and Shadows in the quarterfinal. Let me just change the old nameroo. There we go, KMK. I think that's going to be a little easier to say in the course of all of this. There we go, marvellous. KMK, marking them down as representing Canada in this game, and it's actually going pretty even in the early going. So you can see Avino's going to get cut down by Bug, Ryder going to get killed as well, and Program, and getting actually a nice couple of double kills there. We'll see if we can follow what they're doing. Oh, they're too busy being dead. Alright, we'll grab them on the old respawn. Oh, if they are going to respawn, there we go. Alright, let's see if we can ascertain the secret of their success. Well, we would do that, but they were too busy being dead. Now let's see, who should we grab next? Oh, Vino getting things mixed up in the close quarters with a shotgun and drop down the slack as well. Nice! Gets a kill, also kills himself there by making it a little bit score neutral there. Hey random name, nice to see you making friends with folks in the chat. Certainly KMK not making too many friends as they fling RDT around here. Looking pretty darn good right now in the early offing. Let's take a look up at that scoreboard and see who is doing the best. It's going to be Pappy. So, whoops, hello. Excuse me. The new iOS update makes it very easy to accidentally swipe up from the bottom of the screen. Let's see if we can follow what Pappy's done. 5 and 4 so far, pretty decent. There we go, gets another kill as well. I think it might be the rest of the team, yes. Oh, actually, it's going to be OMG, it's midday. OMG doing incredibly well so far, 6 and 1. Allowing for KMK to get a pretty strong advantage in the early going. MC5 to Haxel, you checked in and signed up, it's telling me I can't plan the cup. Why? I'm afraid MC5 to Haxel, I don't know. I'm not a tournament admin, I'm merely a humble caster. You would have to ask the admins about things like that. But I'm sure there's going to be a reason why you can't play in a given cup. There are a few different rules, though I don't know all of them offhand. RDT, let's jump across and see if we can find what's going on with them. They're actually down to 4 members, which I think could be the secret of their troubles in the early going. Suddenly getting a little bit battered in the early swinging out of the gate. Let's just move this one across. There we go. Now you can see the space where there should be a 5th player for ARRDT, but there isn't right now. Bug struggling a little bit in this game. Raid doing relatively well, dropping the recon, going up high, dropping down, looking for a target, actually gets chunked down. Decides to go back out into peril once more. Seems like a bold decision there. Pablo, you think we should increase the maximum ammo capacity of DBS4? That's an interesting idea. You can always send an email through to the email address which will be on screen in between games if you've got any game suggestions. That's a really good way. I don't work for Game Loss directly, but you can certainly get in touch with the developers that way. That's a good way to do things. KMK looking very, very good in their first game. I'm going to have a quick look and see what if KMK have got any previous tournament history. No, I don't think so. But let's see. I'm going to do my research and check in. OMG, it's midday. Okay. No, okay. No, it looks like this is a genuinely new team, but they're doing very well for themselves. Nonetheless, Progress, we can follow them in the close range, managing to get things done. Let's see if we can find a little bit of scrapping. OMG, it's midday. Probably the big stand-out player of this game. Managed to get a kill on Tamara Raider. Does get a kill back, but RDT are in deep trouble here as there's only 3 kills remaining for KMK to close this one out. Still over 2 minutes left on the clock, and I don't think we'll even get down to the 2-minute stage, given how efficiently KMK are picking apart ARRDT. Oh, it's midday. Oh, thank you. to Hacksaw. Midday. Alright, well that will be the first point seized by KMK. But there's still at least one more game for ARRDT to make their way back into proceedings, so please do stay tuned. We will take a little break while we get into lobby for that second game. So please do stay tuned and we'll be back soon. Alright guys, we are back once again for our second game between KMK and ARRDT. Game 1 was pretty brutal, honestly. KMK putting on quite a clinic and closing out the game before the time limit even arrived. We'll see if they can do it again. Now we're headed on to the construction site. Hopefully, Nika, that does answer your question about when the game's going to start. As KMK get a couple of early kills, ARRDT manages to keep up at least in the early goings. Oh man. Program doing exceptionally well, will get taken out by a grenade, but KMK starting to get a pretty good handle on things early. Oh my god, they are tearing through ARRDT, a team who have been around for a while. I think I'm trying to figure out where KMK come from, because they certainly are playing like players who've got a lot of experience in playing in these tournaments. As you see the close range fighting break out, it seems whatever range KMK are operating at, they are doing extremely well. I'm not sure what ARRDT can even do here, but let's pop across and see if we can find who's at least getting the kills. It's going to be Raider, but everyone's got the same darn icon, so it's going to be a little tough to find them. And of course they die the second we start talking about them. 4 and 4 so far. We'll get a nice little bit of a flank on the members of KMK to try and keep ARRDT's hopes alive. NT5 to Hackster, if you're having problems with signing up for the tournament, you should definitely file a admin ticket because they'll be able to help you out. That kind of thing. There are old pro ESL team players coming back. That would make a lot of sense because they are certainly playing extremely coordinated together. And ARRDT so far really not able to get even a foot in the door. Let's see where most of the kills are going. Alright, OMG, it's Mide. I think I've got that approximately right with terms of the name pronunciations. Working their magic with a sniper rifle. 11 and 2 so far, absolutely chronic up on this raised platform, able to get a good sight over the open parts of the construction site. Peter Looker, I appreciate your enthusiasm with your that can only be expressed by all of the emoticons in the world. Mide, getting mixed up in close quarters, not having as much success when operating from extreme range, but it seems like overall I'm reading a lot of the KMK guys as being very sniper happy, even when it comes to very short range, as we do see a fighting break out again around these boxes, around the big old pipes which form a large part of the construction site. Let's just check in with the rest of the game. It's actually going to be Bug who will jump across soon. No, we won't because they're dead. But we would have jumped across them, I swear to you, if we had the chance. But it's still looking like a pretty straightforward KMK victory. That's pretty interesting, actually. You don't usually see fighting with a particular part of the construction site. Hey, Abdullah. Oh, are you from Turkey? NT5 to Hackster, yes, they are listed as being from Canada. So, that's what I'm going to assume that they are from. I've not come across a team before. And their name having reference to Kurdistan. I'm not sure if that indicates they're from Kurdistan or originally or similar, but hey, either way around it, they are still going to be advancing into our quarterfinals. And while we've got a chance, why don't we pop across and see how things are going? I'm just going to let our admins know who won that match so they can process it through just a little bit faster for maximum tournament smootheroo. Let's find ourselves a bracket if we can, and see. I think if we transfer this across to our main screen, we can see that Wintex Esports will be going, or Wintex Sports. So I keep expecting everyone to be esports in this. Will be taking on the Originals, who've beaten out Lord's Glory in the round of 16, but I think for the rest we're still waiting for lots of people to go through. I'm really excited to see if we can Wintex Sports playing, though of course Vol and Bull Nation come in as pretty strong favourites in this round, particularly Vol having beaten everybody out in the recent finals. But either way around it, we will be going to a short break while we try and get that next game for you guys, so please do stay tuned and we'll be back as soon as we've got it for you. Alright guys, we return with our first quarter-final of the day. The Originals taking on Wintex Esports. Or Wintex Sports, darn it, I'll get it right eventually. But yes, you may well be familiar with guys. The Originals have been around a lot, though they haven't had the best of luck in their tournaments. I think running into a lot of very powerful teams early on and losing out to the likes of Score Gaming and Bull Nation. But for Wintex, they've also had their own share of troubles recently, getting knocked out in the semi-finals of the Grand Finals just recently by Destiny R, or Destiny's Red Team. We do know that Kayslaw, who we're looking at the moment, was a really fascinating player, able to go through and get several multi-kills during the course of a given game, and then also die just about as much. We'd be looking at records about 13-14 in a game, which is sort of impressive, but at the same time, in this kind of mode where deaths are just as important as kills, perhaps a little bit of a liability at times. But Originals are struggling a little bit against Wintex in the early going. Kayslaw and Lembo both 3-1 so far, having a pretty strong start to proceedings. Ahmed, I don't know if you'll see this in time, but at least the song playing at the moment is Mastermind. I don't know if you'll be able to find it by that name, because the names are kind of generic, unfortunately. But hopefully, I've seen some people suggest using some of the phone sort of music recognition apps to find the songs, because I don't actually have the information about the artist. There we go, Kayslaw getting it done once again. Let's pop ourselves across to Supreme, who has quite a big name to live up to, lurking in the Gherkins behind the construction equipment there, looking for a target. Not going to be presented with one, or maybe they will be. Unfortunately, it's a target called Lembo, who's too hard to tango with. Let's jump around a little bit and see everybody getting killed the moment we start looking at them. As we go back to Supreme again with the old swirly icon. Hey Not Shetty, nice to see you over in the Twitch chat. We will get our first giveaway going of the day once this game 1 is concluded, because we've got 4 giveaways to get through on Facebook, YouTube, Mob Crush and Twitch, so we'll have to get going with that before we go too much further. Deepak gets a nice kill there, taken down to low health, but able to find a place to hide long enough to regenerate. Wow, that was a very fast snap fire there. Managed to save their life. And now they're looking to peek through the little hole there. They're going to be going for a sniper battle, and they win against Subway. I think they actually just managed to clip them there. And Wintex looking extremely good in the early goings. Let's spend a little time with Lembo, wearing the old Knight's helmet in this game, the icon down the bottom right of the screen. 10 and 3 so far. 14% in accuracy, not that impressive for a sniper. It does suggest perhaps Lembo's been getting mixed up in some close range combat. We'll see if that is borne out by what comes next. Lembo will get taken down by Mr. Supreme. Originals, I do enjoy the fact that I think if not your whole team, are called Mr. something or other. Mr. Supreme. I think, yeah, nearly everybody. It definitely has a Reservoir style dogs feel of it. Yannick S Gaming, who won 3rd place yesterday? That's a good question. I didn't actually think to double check that. Let me just pull that up while we wait for the end of this first one. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Deepak does get a kill down. Let's pop across to Lembo, doing extremely well so far. So in yesterday's finals, I think, if I'm assuming that's the one which you're talking about, the 3rd place was taken by Bull Nation, who are playing today. No great surprise there to see Bull Nation win their final match, and it was actually against Wintex Sports, which I didn't notice here. So Wintex have a lot to prove, and so far they seem to be proving it relatively well, despite the fact they are down a member. They are not slowing down at all. 2 minutes left to play. 10 kills separating Wintex from that game 1 victory that they crave. Mr. Subway will manage to get a kill, but Lembo manages to trade back on Ray straight away. The Originals in a lot of trouble here. And I think I'm just going to have a quick check. I believe the Originals playing out of Italy, whereas Wintex playing out of Germany. A European matchup, which looks to be slightly going back. Oh my god, a triple kill from Frosky. Well, I was going to say it was about to look like it was maybe going back into a chance of the Originals coming back in the game, but when you drop down an airstrike like that, that really drives out the defensive line from the Originals and makes a whole mess of things. Now only 5 kills for Wintex to come back into this one. Deepak will get taken down, as will Frosky, by the Mr. Misters. And it's actually 4v4 as both teams dropping, presumably some connection issues going on there, but Wintex surely only need one more to finish this one off. I think Widkey? I think that's supposed to be Whiskey. Whiskey there. I think bouncing a shot off of the terrain there, but that will be a pretty smooth win. 50-36. The Originals will have to step up in game number 2 if they want to stand any kind of chance whatsoever. We will be, for game 2, we will be heading on to Vantage. So I hope you guys will come and join us for that. I will just update the status. Game 2 coming up. Put the scores in for everyone. So guys in the chat, do you have any particular favourites coming in to December Cup number 3? Certainly, I think a lot of opinions are going to be influenced by what happened in the finals, but hey, it's a new day. I mean, it's a new day one day. It's one day after the previous one, but hey, who knows? Anything could happen. While we do get set up, I'm going to see about getting us our first giveaway details. So let me just copy those across. Let's see. Alright, our first giveaway of the day will be on the Mob Crush platform. Let me just get the details up on the screen for all of you guys. Shazam! If you'd like to enter in hashtag RO16 on mobcrush.com/modern combat for your chance at 500 credits. I'm not sure about any new tournament maps. Certainly, that's a potential. So if you send for an email saying that you'd like to have more tournament maps, I generally believe that it does make a difference to send stuff through to the email address up at the top. So even if it's just saying, I like this thing, I don't like this other thing, it does get through directly to the developers. And if a lot of people say the same thing, it will very likely be acted on. Either way around it, we will take a little break while we get set up for that game too. So we'll be back in hopefully just a few minutes. We return, ladies, gentle beans, and friends of the stream, to our round of 16. No, I think I actually, I misspeak actually. I think we're actually in the quarterfinals. I will get that changed over. Yeah, live editing, isn't it just the best? There we go. No more lies on this stream. Let's get into things. Wintex Sports come into this one. Our #1 seed from the finals managed to have a game in hand already, going up against the originals, but they are down to 4 members. This could be a little bit dicey. Hey Yeoman, nice to see ya. Yes, I'm equipped with all the most delicious water in the world. I've had it flown in especially from space, just for all you guys, so it can lubricate me old tonsils and keep me talking all the time long. In the early going of this one, I think Wintex are playing it a little bit more cautious, a little bit more conservatively, you might say, all clumping up on this upper section to be able to try and negate some of the original's numbers advantage, but I think Mr. Supreme and the rest of the originals realize they can operate from multiple different sides and are trying to sneak through. Mr. Supreme 6-1 so far. Wintex can't defend themselves from every angle, but they will eventually take down Mr. Supreme, who is the most notorious of all the Mr. Misters. Let's have a look at what the God's getting up to. 0-1 so far. Still looking to try and get that long-range sniper. Doesn't spot anyone right next. Let's jump across and see if we can spot. It's going to be Lembo with the old knight icon doing the limbo underneath the bar of this game. Again, we're seeing a lot of long-range snipers here looking for targets, looking for an extra kill or two. There we go. Knife to the face. What a great way to say hello. Gucci gets a kill onto Mr. Wiki, and Lembo manages to... No, it's actually going to be Frosky who takes the kill there as to come down the steps, but will get shot in the back, and now it's dead even between these two teams. Four and a half minutes left to play. Lembo and Gucci still getting work done. Let's see what we can find with Gucci, because we haven't had the chance to check in with them as yet. 5-5, getting a decent amount of kills, but also doing it pretty well in every other regard. Lembo is lack spamming. Well, I don't know what to say to that, honestly. But hey, whatever he's doing, it's working pretty well so far as the grenades come through. Managed to land a kill onto Mr. Supreme. And 4 minutes left to play with dead even between these two. Last time round, first game, it was a 14 kill advantage for Wintex, but it seems that they have been humbled somewhat by the disappearance of their last player, which I think is Kazelaw, the notorious get killed a lot, die a lot player. But this time, not going to get to do either of those things because they're not actually in the game. Yes, yeah, man, I do. That's definitely how I communicate with my friends and family. Knife to the face! Wah! Wintex finally do find their feet a little bit as they get things mixed up in close range. The goal going to be taken down as well by Lembo. While T-Mobile with the guerrilla advertising brings out the pistol. I think a little bit late there, going around the corner while changing weapons is a little risky of a proposition. But it's working out pretty well for Wintex at least. Now ahead by... For some reason, I'm just suddenly drawing a blank. 12 kills. Don't usually go from 19 to 31 very often. I find that most of my maths I've kind of previously done in my head already, and that's why I kind of easily bring it to mind. Hey, Galaxy. Galaxy, you've even got a smiley face in your name. What a delightful person you must be. Whoops. Don't want to do any of those things. Mr. Supreme now 9-9 from starting out the game extremely well. I had a very, very impressive record. Lots of kills, no deaths, or very few deaths. Is looking to try and fight back into it, but the original's getting absolutely plastered in the later going. I think didn't really want to get into this more dynamic style of play. We still haven't got that 5th Wintex player back, Kazelaw, but hey, apparently not needed here. And now it's down to the originals trying to take shelter inside, trying to keep the wolves of Wintex Sports from the door. But I think that may be too much to ask for. Mr. A looking over the banister, looking to see if they can find a kill. He's going to do a bit of pre-firing into the floor there, try and make sure that the cleaning staff after this game is done have lots of stuff to do. But Lembo does get the kill there. Frosty's going to be dancing around the outside, looking to see if they can get a flank onto the action going on right now. I think he's going to manage it. There we go, coming in from the side. Frosky managed to put down a little bit of damage as Lembo finishes off the kills. Lembo now 19 and 5. Good lord. Yes, Raj, it's tier 7 and under, which is why you're not seeing the prestige weapons. The players wanted it to be that way, and Gameloft did listen and say, okay, if it's going to make the tournaments more diverse, then we won't have prestige weapons, which I think was an excellent idea, because I honestly don't miss the days of everybody using Dread Eyes all the time, because they were a bit silly. Yusuf Gamer, hey there. I'm not actually a Gameloft developer, I'm just doing the streaming for them, but nice to see ya anyway. Not Shetty, 0 deaths. Who's got 0 deaths in the game? I don't think anyone's got 0 deaths, but Lembo's got very few deaths. Got a 4-to-1 kill-death ratio. That's right, I can do that kind of maths. 20 to 5. Whoa. Fractions. You thought you'd never use it at school, but then you suddenly are using it for this. Who would have thought it? Lembo managed to get a nice little bit of flanking on there, as Wintex just take the originals to pieces. Just everywhere we're looking, just bodies flying everywhere. And that will be another game clean out. Actually, as much as it looked even in the early going, it ended up being the Wintex actually won by a bigger margin this time round than they did previously. Whew. Alright, we will head to a short break. We will at least have our Mob Crush giveaway going, which we will be tying up soon. I can see a lot of you guys have got your entries in there. Not Jetty, was that a PewDiePie reference? Was someone else making a PewDiePie reference? I don't know. I don't watch a lot of PewDiePie. I've seen a bit, but not a lot. Maybe I picked up the reference, or someone else picked up the reference. I'm not even sure what I'm talking about anymore. Blah. Anyway, let's go to a short break so I can glug some more water. And we'll be back with you guys, hopefully pretty darn soon, with our next game. Alright guys, let's get back into things. We're joining into Game 2 between Vol 2017 and the Last Devils from China, I believe. Which we don't get too many teams from China, but they do have a pretty sweet logo. Which I'll try and get up on stream if this game does go beyond. I'm not sure who won game number 1, but Vol certainly were our finals winners before, and Last Devils, unfortunately for them, did get knocked out in the first round. So if I'm going to make a guess, I'd say it's probably Vol, but I don't know for certain. I will see if I can find out. Can you tell me who won the game 1? Vol. Alright, so once I've left a message with our admin, hopefully he'll come back to me about who won game 1 between the Last Devils and Vol 2017. But for the moment, it's looking like it's mostly Vol who've managed to get out of the gate swinging on vantage. The Devils feeling the heat a little bit in the early going. I think thanks to Vici manages to sneak up on the Last Devils member. We will be, after this game, or at least after this match, which may well be the same thing if Vol continue to perform the way that they have so far. We will be doing the winner of the Mob Crush page will be 500 credit arenas, which will be set up for Game Loft a couple of weeks from now. I've never actually noticed that little bit of writing on the wall. I guess this must be some sort of stock exchange. Let's take a look at what the Devils are doing. Getting up close and personal with the pistol does manage to actually get the kill through, which is pretty impressive. Down to minimal health, the Master will sneak through the shot from long range. And it's still looking pretty good. Master will get taken down though, as the flurry of bullets from Pablo come across the courtyard there and end his days upon this earth. We'll find what Monica's doing at the moment. Sneaking and looking for someone coming up the steps, will find the target, manages to get a nice clip. Oh, Augustul, thank you for that information. Apparently Vol were the winners of the first round, 52-34, which I find entirely believable. Because Vol are honestly the top team right now, but there've been a lot of top teams in the past, and I kind of feel like it's tough to stay up there for any team, but certainly Vol putting on a pretty strong performance. If they can win out today's tournament, they will certainly be on their way to cementing their legacy. But so many have come before, and perhaps some will come after Bull Nation, one of the teams competing today. Vol's a team that was right on top of things for a very long time, but now having to fight their own fight to get back to where they were previously. But I suppose that's what it is. It's all about the fight as Master rises up those stairs, low on health, but still gets a kill. Vol just blowing up in this game. I think we are entirely in our quarterfinal stages at the moment. Only Wintex have made it through to the semis as of yet. That old #1 seed team from our previous tournament. Let's see what Master can stalk down. Wow, very nice snapfire onto Pablo there. And Stress gets a kill onto Bad Bunny as well. Let's pop across to the Hatchet moniker. 13 and 5. I think the best individual performance in this game. Yes, though Master trading very slightly behind with 12 and 7. Doing pretty nasty stuff. And the trade of kills, of course, continues. Vol more than happy when they're 15, now 16 kills ahead to trade kills all live long day. Monica getting mixed up in the close range and doing pretty well off of it. Still getting those kills coming through, jumping across, dropping down, looking for the next target. Vichy is going to get taken out, and Monica taken out from behind by Celten. Nice combo play there from the Last Devils, but it won't be enough, at least this time round. The team from China will unfortunately have to bid us adieu once more, as Vol 2017 now have secured their semi-final spot against Wintex Esports. Wintex Sports, darn it, I'll get it right one day! Ooh. Anyway, excuse me for my small breakdown, but we do have a Mob Crush winner to decide, so let me just get that all set up for you guys. So what I do for this is I've got a big old spreadsheet of all of the winners from all the tournaments to make sure that nobody gets missed. This spreadsheet gets passed across to Gameloft to action this, which is why it takes a little while for the credits to come through, because it has to go through a few different departments to make sure that everything's done properly. But let's see, so Mob Crush, and the date today is 17/12/07 if you're in the UK and other places that do their date order that particular way around. So right, enough about what I'm doing. Let's see about what you guys are going to get. So, random number generator. Never let me down before. Alright, so let's see. So, ignoring the duplicate entries, as enthusiastic as they might be. Let's see. Okay, let's see, how do you say that name? Making sure I'm spelling it right. Let's see, so Acustal on the Mob Crush platform. Acustal is our Mob Crush winner. Please post your dog tag and platform. Russell, I'm sorry if I do misspell your name horrifically, but congratulations on being our winner. Commiserations to our other fine folks who entered in. There will at least be the other 3 giveaways today. Yeoman, I can only apologise that I'm not contributing to the old credits fund for you, but hey, you can still enter in on every other platform. So there's 3 more chances to win, but I commend all of you guys who came across the Mob Crush platform, because Mob Crush and Twitch have got less traffic than Facebook and YouTube, so they're very good places to enter. Alright. So I will get set up with our next game very soon, and our next giveaway. But yes, we'll definitely be looking to see Wintex going up against Vol 2017 in the semi-finals next if we can, because those are the team which are ready at the moment. So please do stay tuned for that, and we will of course be announcing on the stream our next giveaway as well. Hopefully I'll get the... There we go. Custle, thank you for all of those details. Got your iOS dog tag. So that's locked into my old spreadsheet-a-rooney. And congratulations once more. Alright guys, please do stay tuned. We'll have the next game coming up, hopefully before too long, and our next giveaway as well. kablamo! Just like that, we have ourselves a semi-finals between Wintex Sport and Vol 2017. We are taking things to the museum, starting off in the photo room with Lembo going up to Big Head. We'll see who is going to come out ahead. Wintex certainly have a lot to prove coming into this match because of getting knocked out in our monthly finals just yesterday. Vol are champions of that same grand finals. It should be quite a match. Alright, let's see where those kills have gone in the early going. It's going to be Master commanding this map so far, taking over the sarcophagus. And honestly, it looks like the entirety of Vol are very concentrated on the map, looking to try and play this one out sniper style. Master getting another kill, 4-0. Vol very much dictating the pace in the early going as individual members come out. Gucci does manage to land a nice kill onto Master there, though. We'll see what the strategy is for Wintex. They seem to be splitting their forces somewhat. Some of them coming around from the south side. Dipat's going to be, I think, waiting for the right moments to strike. Pombo, and is there going to be a battle? I think there is going to be a battle, and it's going to be quite a battle to see between Wintex and Vol 2017. Wintex from Germany, Vol from France, another European clash of titans. These two very accomplished teams. Certainly Vol come in as the clear favourites in this match, but honestly, Wintex not doing too bad. Looks like they're going to go for some kind of pincer maneuver, I think. It's a little unclear. It looks like there's sniper support from the kind of middle of the map, and it seems like Wintex are kind of transitioning all of their forces down towards the bottom, while again Vol stick in the sarcophagus room, waiting for the arrival of Wintex, as we are dead even between these two. And oh, okay, wow. Okay, well that went disastrously. Wintex just got almost wiped out after that particular disastrous incursion. So back to the drawing board again, as it seems like I think we might be seeing Vol breaking for what brought them the success in the early game, actually rushing out on to the map. Let's see if we can find out. It's going to be Vici, who's got no support from the rest of the Vol team, will fall down to Gucci in the back. Nice there, and a little bit surprising to see Vol lose their unit coherency there, which has worked so well for them up until this point. Lembo and Frosky managed to get a kill. They are going to get traded back straight away, but that 5-for-0 exchange, certainly a pretty strong insurance policy that Vol can more or less just get into full-on fights, and as long as they don't go disastrously one way or the other, they will still stay pretty far ahead. Airstrike coming in, will it land on anyone? It will! It's from the Wintex side, it takes out Vici again, going to be caught away from the rest of the team, though this time round I think that's probably a good thing. Suthi, 2-1 so far with a 50% accuracy, making sure every single shot counts. 3.5 minutes left to play. Vol still with the 3-kill advantage, but that's by no means enough of a cushion to make certain that nothing will go too far wrong. A couple of kills being traded across there. Master getting taken down. And let's see what the kills are landing on this side. Whoops, apologies for that. Okay, so it's going to be Gucci operating with a sniper rifle. 5-3 so far. 62% accuracy is pretty impressive. Though Master is still getting work done. 10-5. Definitely a stronger record. And a big reason why Vol are running so high right now in this first game of our semi-finals. Museum getting shot to pieces. Education being torn down before our very eyes. But certainly Master teaching us something about the art of sniping, as another offense from Wintex from multiple angles is unfortunately just not timed perfectly to allow for Vol to cut down both parts of the pincer as they were coming in. Master doing work down in the entrance hall to keep the kill count going, even at a very short range, and Wintex getting actually pincered themselves downstairs. Let's take a look and see what it looks like from their perspective. It looks like somebody dying. Excellent. Team Mobile gets a little bit of a chance trying to toss down a grenade to cover their escape, as the rest of Wintex getting torn up here by our monthly champions, Vol 2017. A 15 kill advantage with 2 minutes left in play. We'll just see what else is going to happen here as we've got Vol breaking things down. Short range fighting, long range fighting. It is a heck of a lot of things. Oh, Yannick S Gaming, what equals accuracy? That's how many... That's the percentage of shots that you have fired which have hit the opposing side, as opposed to, say, a wall or a piece of scenery or some education in the museum. Hopefully that helps Yannick. So the amount of bullets you have fired that have hit an opposing team member is your accuracy score. To the best of my knowledge, at least, unless it's something not obvious. Master 17 and 7 so far, rushing up the stairs, looking for the targets, managing to again catch members of Wintex with a numbers disadvantage. Team Mobile does get a kill right at the end, but Vol easily close that one out with a 17 kill advantage. Congratulations once more to, I'd say that's a fairly easy double MVP there. Master and Monica both pulling out very strong individual performances. 50 to 33 is a very, honestly, a pretty darn good semi-final performance. We have got more games coming your way. We've got Bull Nation, who are in the other semi-final bout against Emokratas Fai at the moment. Going at least by what we've seen before, is a good chance we could be looking at a Bull Nation semi-final, but we've still got to determine the results of the semis, and we have been surprised before. So please do stay tuned, and we'll be back with the next game between Vol 2017 and Wintex Sports right here. I was going to say right now, but that's definitely not accurate. But soon! Shazam! I've had all the delicious water I can stand, and we're back now for our second semi-final game between Wintex and Vol 2017. This is our semi-finals and game number 2. Oh, whoops, I need to provide a bit of extra scorage for Vol there to reflect reality. As Wintex fight for their tournament survival, if they lose out this game on conversion, they are done and dusted from this tournament. It is on paper, certainly the toughest match that Wintex could be looking at to try and get towards the finals, but they're doing pretty alright to start with. Monica and Master, both going to be our double MVPs of the previous game, working their dark magic upon conversion, turning or converting members of Wintex into bags of delicious points. But Wintex do have a few tricks up their sleeve as well. If we take a look at across at Lembo, them with the old knight icon, managed to do pretty decent stuff from range. Oh, Danish, thanks for dropping by. I don't think we're probably going to have Hacksaw with us for the first one today, but hopefully he'll be back for the finals a bit later on this evening. Right, so back into things. Yes, Lembo is the best performing member of Wintex at the moment, but where have the other kills been going? I think it's actually going to be Suthi, who's... Ooh, nope. Oh, there we go. 4 and 1 so far, operating with an old tier 7 sniper rifle Aruni. Will get taken out though by Gucci, and Dipat managed to get a kill each and actually put Wintex into the lead after perhaps a little bit of overconfidence from Vol allows him to get sniped and put down. Lembo and Gucci again doing some pretty nice work for Wintex. Conversion seems to be a little bit more their speed. 5 minutes left to play. We'll see if we can find out what else is going on around here. Gucci, I think, has just spawned in, so let's jump back into Lembo and see. As around the central point, we have got the stalking. They're waiting for the target, and Stress walks right into the guns of Lembo. Now it's actually Vol who are falling behind. Honestly, I'm impressed. Given what we saw last game, 17 kill advantage for Vol. You'd expect Wintex to come with this one and be very cautious, but apparently throwing caution to the wind and throwing it in the face of Vol 2017. And it's working out pretty darn well for them. Seem to be operating, I think, with a little bit more of an eye towards a close range fighting. We see Monica fighting for survival, trying to pick off a target, getting picked off themselves. At 4 minutes, 5 kills. Advantage for Wintex. A very nice place to be. I think Gucci will get taken down, and Monica gets a kill as well. Vol firing back with 3 untraded kills. Depat finally manages to get one back. But it's looking like Vol still wants this game too. Nate Gibson's son, you're correct. Going by the fact that I'm extremely British and Hacksaw is extremely American, you can probably tell there is a difference between the two of us. But what is the difference? Apparently, Hacksaw has got much cooler hair than me. That's the difference. Gucci and T-Mobile both land kills, as will the second one for T-Mobile as well, before they're finally put in the ground. But once more, Wintex stride out into the lead, now with a 4 kill advantage. Vol really being pushed back against the ropes here, staying behind for a good majority of the game, but while the kills have been flowing, they've been flowing slowly enough. We might see our way towards a timeout here. I don't think so. It's just going fast enough. I think we'll get to the 50 kill mark probably with about a minute or so remaining. But hey, as to who's going to be on top when we do hit the 50 mark, it's a little tough to say. It's looking like Wintex may have done enough here to tie up this series and force a game number 3. But Vol keep on fighting. Gucci doing some nice work there. Wow, just like managing to survive with 20% health, getting out while the going is good. Managed to come back in again, looking for a new target. Will find someone not paying attention to them. And going pretty well. Yes, Sharon, I'm not sure why, but the Facebook stream does seem to be behind the YouTube stream. I'm not really sure why that is. I think it might be the way it processes. Takes a little bit longer for it to come online. So, any of you guys on Facebook, You will, of course, get the full experience, but if you want it to be more real-time, then YouTube definitely has that going for it. And there we go, Wintex managed to tie up the series. Pretty impressive stuff from them. That will mean that we will be going through to, let's see, I need to pull up the map listing. Yes, we'll be going on to Rooftop for game number 3 between these two teams. Wintex did honestly, pretty impressively in that one. T-Mobile came out with that one, a very strong record. Lembo as well, doing exceptional work. But one team, and only one of these two teams, can advance to our grand finals. So please do come back in a few minutes and we will have that match for you. Alright guys, this is the decider. Which one of these teams will advance to our grand finals? Will it be Vol 2017? Will it be Wintex? If you'd asked me before this all began, I would have said, ha 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 ha, of course it'll be Vol. They just won our grand monthly finals and Wintex got knocked out early on in proceedings. But I would be potentially wrong here, as Wintex put up a very strong performance in game number 2 and have earned their spot in this third rush mode, which will of course be, as always, elimination style, but it's looking a little shaky early on. A lot of early deaths, and if you take a look, we've only actually got, I think, just the one member, Vici, left standing for Vol in the early going. Wintex actually got 3 left. It's going to be quite a task, but Vici might just be up to it. Oh, Danish is me. Well, there you go. Yo, man, it's so hard to keep track of anyone is because of the old... everyone having different accounts on different things. Whoa. Yes, delicious water. Speaking of, talking of water just makes me want to drink it. Alright guys, got 30 seconds left to play. Ooh, I do apologise, I accidentally played some extra stuff there, and there we go. It is actually somehow still going to go in the favour of Vol. Honestly, I'm astonished that they managed to do that, but hey, if it works, it works. Alright, we're getting into the second round, and it looks like Vol are going to try and come out the gate swinging. Don't want to get into the same situation as before, with having to fight back from a massive deficit. Frosky is going to get cut down, and we're just back down to, okay, well, we didn't even get a chance to jump across the last player before Vol won. I think it did go down to 1v1, but Vol, I think, with a fire lit under them by WTX, realizing they could legitimately lose out here, are throwing everything at WTX, who will lose Lembo first, and that's a disaster. Lembo, one of the strongest players for WTX, now not going to be part of the decision here. WTX need to pull off something special. Depot goes down, Monica Master gets the kill as well, and just like that, Wintex Sports have been torn up. Frosky, the last one standing, and that will be it. Vol are going through to our grand finals. Excuse me a second, I need some delicious water. Ooh. It's delicious. But yes. Okay. Well, honestly, Wintex, I give them a lot of credit. I really got the impression that they rattled Vol in this series, taking a game off of them and threatening to do the same on Rush in that first round. I think that meant Vol really stepped things up. Of course, Vonica and Vici, they're going to be the MVPs of that Rush game mode. Definitely a very different experience than usual, but we will be drawing our Facebook winner now as that match is concluded. So, let's deploy the random number generator. Ugh! Okay, and going through. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay, it's going to be another chance for me to horribly mispronounce someone's name, but let's see. Okay, Shubham Argawal is our Facebook winner. Please place your dog tag and a platform. And I'll put that across all channels just in case Shubham's not there. So congratulations, I will actually tag you on the Facebook post as well. Just in case, that's going to be more likely to get your attention. Did I spell your name correctly is the question. Probably not. Let's go back up and check how to spell that one. Uh-oh, you can hear the sound of my cat roaming around my room. You may hear the sound of... There we go. Sound of a cat wanting to be let out of the room. I'll just do that a second. There you go. Well, he wouldn't be a cat if he didn't, as soon as I open the door, just sit there and stare at me. Right, let's see if I can spell Shubham correctly. Okay, Shubham, hopefully you will see all this and post back. Yes, pro noob, my never-ending effort to pronounce names. There's always new names and I'm always going to butcher them. But congratulations, and we will be going to I don't know if the other semi-final between Bull Nation and M4MC5 is ongoing, but either way around it, we'll be bringing you another game shortly, and possibly the sound of a cat purring very loudly into a microphone as he chews on my leads and threatens to dislodge any attempt at me hearing anything that's going on. So that should be interesting. Yes, pro noob, I am streaming at home, hence the cat. But alright, we'll be back, me and my cat, who's called Slipper, by the way. We'll be back to bring you, most likely, the grand finals coming up. It's spelt as shoe bum. Interesting. Alright, well, either way, we'll be back in hopefully just a few minutes with the next game, so please do stay tuned. And we'll also have a new giveaway as well. Alright guys, it looks like we've got a little bit of time before we get started on our grand finals. So if you'd like to come and play a scrim, as some of you guys are calling it, on the canals at the Team Battle ESL 123 will be your passkey to fame and fortune. I believe our... Let's have a look on our Facebook. I think possibly our Facebook winner didn't respond. Let's see. Looking through the comments there. Looks like show them no. Didn't ever come back. Okay, let's see. Okay, our new Facebook winner will be Sharan Shetty. Please post your dog tag and platform. Let's get some of you guys in here. Frodo, do I do an evil laugh while stroking my cat? I don't know, he's kind of like sitting by the door at the moment. I thought he was going to sit on my lap, but he decided he doesn't want to. So hey, maybe if he decides to come back up here again, which is variable. We'll see how things go. Oh, there we go. We've got some of you guys coming in. Welcome into everyone. Hopefully, Sharon Shetty, you will see on Facebook the details in there. Let's keep spouting out the invites. Get this game all filled up pretty quick because the other semi-finals is on the second map at the moment. So we'll be quite possibly bringing you the finals soon if that does turn into a 2-0. Or possibly the third game of the semi-finals if it turns out not to be. Ooh. Ooh, everyone left again. Well, let's keep on spamming out the invites. ESL 123 is the pass key to get you guys in on the iOS platform. Actually, I'll put it in the chats as well, so hopefully get a few more of you guys. The 123 is the pass key for the custom game. Whoa! Let's see if we can get this one filled up before we have to switch across for another tournament game. We'll see. Hopefully, there's a few of you guys out there who are actively playing who'd like to join in. MP5 Gamer Pro, not going to be doing camera at the moment, but thank you for asking. Hey, Soldier Girl. If you've seen me play on Android or on iOS, you know that it's literally, I'm so terrible at the game as to make it literally pointless. Soldier Girl, you cannot persuade me. Seriously, it's atrocious. On PC, I can just be bad. On Android and iOS, I'm so awful as to it's just be. Ugh. I'm literally just a point pinata wandering around for people to kill over and over again. Ugh. Danish Raza, give me the giveaway, finish the story. What was the story about? There was a story? I don't remember a story. I must have gotten confused. Let's keep the invites coming. Come on, you guys. I know there's a few more of you guys out there who want to join in and play on stream in front of the world. This is your chance. Because we probably won't do another custom today because our finals are probably about to start, but we'll try and get this in before they do. Let's see. Sharon Shetty, have you posted? No, you haven't either. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we'll give you until the end of this custom game to come back. Pro new gameplay is Counterfeit. Are you a fake? I'm a fake as a duck. I don't know. Are ducks inherently fake? That's a great question. A question which we'll have the answer to by the end of the stream. Or possibly not, I'm not sure. Come on, guys. Get in the game. Get in it. Fake as a fridge? That's outrageous, sir. Alright, there we go. We've got enough to get started with. I don't want to... Oh, God's sake. There we go. Get 3 of you free. on the canals. It's way too big to really allow for this, but hey, we're just really trying to kill some time. I think, Chase Weatherly, you may be right that Sharon is AFK as well. But we'll see. We'll give him to the end of the game. Danish Raza, you are here. Yes. I noticed that entirely. We will be running the Twitch and YouTube giveaways simultaneously during our grand finals. So hopefully that will start up soon and we can get your entries come in on both of those platforms before we end out the stream today. Alright, let's get them started. It looks like we've got a full 10 players. Hero Gaming Simon. Everyone might want to see me playing, but that's because they haven't seen me playing. Give us a quack counterfeit. Well, I haven't said Kin Now Please for a while, so just for you, Chase Willie, I'll give you a good old quack. And hopefully we'll be able to find... okay, Shubham. Given the fact that we didn't get the person who was going to be your replacement, to come back, I suppose it will save a bit of time to just make it be you. So, okay, Shubham, if you can post your dog tag and platform, I'll put you down as the Facebook winner because we haven't drawn anyone else after that. And I want to really move on to our other giveaways if we can. So Shubham, welcome back to the stream. Dog tag and platform. Into Facebook. If you wander off again at this point, I will have to give it to somebody else. But hey, let's just tag you again just to make sure you see what I'm saying. Post your dog tag and platform. Oh my gosh, while I've been distracted by all of this, I've noticed the red team are absolutely ridiculously winning over the blue side right now. Good old lack of auto balancing in a custom game. Uh-oh. My cat's trying to steal my food! Quick! Up on my lap, gentle cat. Alright, Shubham, well done for posting your stuff in there. So that's going to be it for the Facebook giveaway. And I will actually just put a note in here saying for the other person, so they don't get confused when they see this. Let's see, who are they again? Alright, Sharon Shetty. Had to give prize to someone else. Alright, so let's see, so let's make sure got all of your details in there. Shubham, thank you for that. Right, so we will be starting on the Twitch giveaway. Actually, might as well start on the Twitch giveaway now. So I do apologize for how little attention I'm paying to this custom game, but hopefully it's still something for you guys to look at while we just kill a little bit of time. Third giveaway of the day, hashtag finals. So let's get that going out on the chats, and we will have that up on the screen as well once we come back out of this custom game, which is just about to happen. Shazam! Alright. So, our third giveaway will be on Twitch. Hashtag finals to enter. twitch.tv/modern combat. Get your way across there. Get our concurrent viewers on Twitch up, just so we can feel better about ourselves afterwards. We will take a little break while we check in with our tournament to see how things are going. We'll be back either with another custom game or with our finals, hopefully pretty darn soon. Alright guys, looks like there's a bit of admin action happening to delay our grand finals a little bit. So if you'd like to come and join in for a custom game on the museum playing some cargo, just because that never ever gets played, so why not play it on stream? Miri Killer, the creators of the game should do a live stream, not this noob who don't even have a gun. Well, I think there's sometimes Radu does join, who's the community manager for Gameloft. So hopefully that will happen again sometime soon. And for the finals later on today, I will be joined by Hacksaw, who is a vastly more competent MT5 player. Alright, seeing a few of you guys coming in, let's keep the invites coming and let's get ourselves started on the museum. I will keep you guys updated as to when, or as and when we do have the finals. I know Mirikira, I'm just a humble streameroo who is here to try and bring you guys some games the best he can. Pro Noob, thanks for introducing Miri Killer to the stream. Hope you enjoy it here, despite my ineptitude at the game. Hopefully that won't stop you from enjoying the games you've got today, and please do come and join in the custom games as well, and get to know some of the fine folk who are here. Vol, I like trains. I'm not sure that's an actual Vol member, but I like your name anyway. Alright, we've got a fair few of you guys in here. I will throw out some global invites once I get the chance, so we can have a pretty full game, because I feel like cargo is definitely a mode that benefits from having a lot of players in it. Miri Killer, yes, I can definitely tell you haven't watched the stream before, and you definitely haven't seen me play before, because I'm atrocious at this game. So I usually leave it to the professionals. Okay, I think we're probably enough to get started with. Fishy Bish. Oh boy, I like that name. That's a fun name. Alright, well, I'm hoping we'll have the finals pretty soon. So, if we can get even teams, there we go. Then we'll get started. Alright, let's get things started with our second custom game, and we're all about the cargo. Let's send my cat away for the time being so you guys can concentrate on the game and not be distracted by his cutie face. We'll see how things are going. So, for any of you guys who haven't played cargo before, it's a kind of you may be familiar with it from other first-person shooters. Oh, let's just make sure we've got all the game sound in here as well. In which you push a... Oh, hello, got low battery remaining. That's that might be a bit of a problem. Okay, well, we'll do our best to soldier through. I've got it plugged in, but I think it's not possibly charging as fast as I would maybe like. So apologize for that, guys. Hopefully it will last long enough for us to get through the grand finals. Kinlopers, can you hear me okay now? You were saying you couldn't before, so I'm a little worried that maybe my microphone's gone get a bit wonky, or possibly the game sounds a little bit too loud. Either way around, it looks like the blue team have got a pretty good push on this whole cargo shenanigans. As you can see, fighting breaking out. So kill numbers don't matter in this mode, just how far you can push the cargo. Primitive gameplay. I am definitely not intoxicated in any fashion, but thank you for believing I am, because I don't know if that's something to be thankful for or not. But we're up to 70%, so I believe as we follow if we follow them down, we can see the route that the cargo has taken. Very conveniently, they're going to show us that. Oh, looks like we might have some spam bots in the chat, so I'll just go and time those out. And hopefully, it shouldn't be too far off this next one. I will just, apologies to the guys on the stream, I will just bring my brightness down on my iPad just to save a bit of battery. It won't affect what you guys can see, but it just means my iPad will just last a little bit longer. And we'll see about... Right, so there we go. Round 1's completed with 1 minute left on the clock. I believe now the red team have to try and duplicate that feat, but in less time. Thank you, Widis channel, for your somewhat incomplete instructions, but I appreciate the thought somewhat. Alright, so let's see. Cargo is going to be coming in. I like trains. Gets that first kill. See if we can find out what they are. Oh, they are. Oh, they're dead. Okay, that would explain a few things. Let's follow I like trains because they've got 12 and 7 so far. And see how things are looking. Fighting around the sarcophagus room as trains comes in from the side. It's really going to catch the blue team off guard, and I think this is going to make their push a lot easier. Wow, I like trains is going absolutely crazy here. Good use of the terrain in the sarcophagus room to block most of the profile there and kind of keep people from firing back. Though, if they do hit you, they're going to hit you as a headshot, so... Potato, potato, let's call the whole thing off. Loke Gaming, hey, nice to see ya. I'm afraid I don't have any information about when the update's coming out, but please do keep an eye on the social media channels because they'll know pretty much the same time that I do. I like trains is going to get cut down. It looks like the cargo is kind of caught between a rock and a hard place right now. 43%. They've only got a minute and change to get it all the way to 100. Load Gaming, you'd like to have Radu Game Loss phone number? Well, sure, that seems entirely reasonable. I can't imagine you would use it for anything nefarious. I'll pass it to you on a napkin in the diner behind the McDonald's or something. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Alright, it is still looking like the red team are going to struggle despite the best efforts of Senor Trains to get the cargo too much further. I think I'm not actually sure who is, if anybody, is trying to move the cargo at the moment. But I guess we'll see how things go. FBI, Army Man and Meiji going to be taken out. I think the blue team have probably done enough here to ensure their spot or ensure their win here. And apparently the finals are ready to start, so great. So that's pretty good timing for us. Pro noob, you disparage my character, sir. It is merely the way I am most of the time. I think it's one of those things where you do enough of this stuff and eventually you definitely start to sound a little drunk. Alright. So back to this, we've still got our Twitch giveaway in progress. We will be adding our YouTube giveaway into that as well. Oops, more spam bots. Let's see if we can get rid of those. Let's see. Alright, so we will be taking a little break while we do get set up for our grand finals. Please do stay tuned. Enjoy the sight of my cat Slipper teleporting around the screen. And we'll be back with that grand finals very soon. I'm just double checking, but I believe it is going to be Bull Nation versus Vol 2017. Echoes of our previous finals. So we'll have that for you when we come back. Alright guys, I hope you're ready, and if you're not, quick, go get ready! Because we have got a Grand Finals Best of 5 coming your way between Vol 2017 and Bull Nation, as correctly predicted by myself, as two of our most accomplished teams in the tournament. No surprises to see them in the Grand Finals, though a lot of credit do have to be given to the other teams competing today, who have put up a hell of a fight for Bull Nation, and Vol to get here. It was definitely not a certain thing by any means. But hey, while this is all going on, Twitch and YouTube will be our last giveaways of the day, so please do come and enter in on those. At the end of the finals will be the end of those giveaways. If your entry has not been entered at that time, you will be out of luck. And 500 credits will not be winging away in around 2 weeks or so, which is the normal lead time for these kind of things. So, to the game itself. Let's see how things go. We've got Vol managing to find themselves an early first blood, but nothing too serious as of yet. No meaningful advantage. And there we go, George wiping that out in the early going. Let's see if we can find whereabouts they're staying. Ah, they are the Spooky Face. Let's see what they can do, and hopefully we'll do this before we run out of battery. Vol do manage to get another kill, but it seems to be slow and steady for both these teams. There are snipers watching every window, looking for the slightest twitch of movement. But they are going to be a little frustrated because Vol are keeping their heads below the parapets for the time being. 2 minutes nearly done and dusted with only 3 kills between. I think we might be looking at some long games here. I wonder which one of these teams' nerve will break first. Certainly, Bull Nation have lived up to their names before, playing very, very aggressively. But this time around, a more measured pace has left Vol with a small but significant 2-kill lead. But how long that will last once the game breaks open into full-on fighting, I don't think it will last even a heartbeat. But that's all it will need for Bull Nation to come back into this one, who have given over another kill in the intermediate time. While I was talking about this, Vol seem to be pretty comfortable where they are right now, slowly creeping up the scoreboard. Bull Nation not really getting too much done in the early going. I'd imagine we'll see Bull switch up strategies as we see the sniper exchange, or rather at least we read about it on the kill feed. And Vol still stay up where they want to be. Alright, one more kill for Bull Nation means they're only separated by 4 minutes left to play. Master does manage to command themselves a nice kill there. Monica taken down to 17%, able to just buy enough time to heal back up again. An extra life acquired. Vol still stay ahead by 3 as a hush falls across the map. Vantage certainly lending itself pretty darn well to the sniper heavy compositions, which are both coming into play. Bull do manage to finally close the gap by 1 more pace, 2 steps away from tying things up with Vol, as I think we're about to start getting into the all-out brawl section of our first Grand Finals game. Bull and Monica looking to perhaps both be kind of cautious there. Will Monica hold on to the pistol and go for it all? Looks like it might well be the case, as everyone seems to have evacuated this little indoor area. I think afraid of what the team might do if they jump on them. I don't know if Monica realises what they're going into, but maybe they do. Manages to get a kill through. Rydex gets one as well. Ravinci manages to trade across the sun. Monica finds the back end of the Bull lineup. It's going to start pumping through the sniper shots. Close range sniping from both sides. But unfortunately, Bull Nation, despite getting a bunch of kills there, don't close the gap any further. But a couple of untraded kills there might be what's needed. 2.5 minutes left for Vol to be the difference makers here. Bull Nation get one more. Let's look up at the scoreboard and see where it's going. It is going to be across the Sahand. Our star player for Bull, Master, gets 2 in a row. And Vol back again. That 3-kill lead, which has been tormenting Bull Nation the whole way through this game, is back in full effect. 2 minutes left to play. Best of 5 means a first game victory and every victory, but getting the right momentum in this series, immensely important. One of the Vol players dropping out and dropping dead just in this last 2 minutes. Not ideal. This could give Bull Nation, if they can leverage the numbers advantage, a way to snatch this game 1 victory from the jaws of defeat, to use a somewhat tired cliche. But hey, those are the best kind of cliches, right guys? Vol now back to ahead by 3. Monica will get taken out by Ryditz while the rest of the team comes back. Ryditz gets a second kill onto Stress, but the rest of Vol are working down the other members of Bull Nation. Sahan going to get taken out by Monica the second they show their faces. Master with a quick snipe there gets more kills in for Vol. And it's looking pretty good for them despite being down to 4. Bull Nation still trying to fight back if they can. But a minute left to make their play. EMP is going to be coming in. I'm not sure which side that got deployed for, but incredibly disruptive. People are not able to recognize who's on which team. It's going to really stretch the communication capabilities of the side affected by that EMP. Master lands a nice grenade kill onto Sahan. Sliding around the place, 13 and 9, has taken quite a few deaths so far, and I think might be just about to take one more. Does at least trade their life, keeping that 3 kills, which have been going on all game long. Vol knowing they just need to have that little bit of space on Bull Nation, and now of course heavily motivated for Vol to try and stay away as Bull moving as a unit, hunting for Vol. They've only got 10 seconds to find 2 more of them. All Vol need to do is run away, and if we look at the map, they are doing exactly that. George just managed to land an airstrike onto one. 1 kill's gonna do it. Will they find it? No! Vol take game 1 by a single point. Pro new gameplays, my tongue is bleeding. Oh boy. Alright, let's take a look back at the scoreboard. So yes, Vol winning by a single point. And I guess, yes, it would be Stress who had the best performance out of that game. Hopefully Vol will get back their 5th player for the second game of our Grand Finals. Please do stay tuned and we'll be back with that soon. 2 giveaways in progress, please get your entries in. We will be drawing those at the end of this event. Alright guys, we are back for our grand finals between Vol and Bull Nation. Vol stand currently one game in the lead, but can they lock this down? Game number 2 on Scramble. Let's see who comes out ahead. It was a difference of 1 kill last time, so there's anything but surety about the result of this best of 5 starting now in game number 2. 30 seconds in, we've yet to see a kill go through. Let's have a look at the map and see where these guys are kind of deployed. It looks like we've got Bull Nation kind of staying put up in the top left-hand corner of the map. I think Vol took a little while to figure out exactly where they were. And they're trying to look to see if they can put some cheeky kills through, sort of threading it through various boxes, but I think the sniper rifle is definitely a lot better suited for that, and Bull Nation find themselves with a 5 kill advantage in the early going. So they need to find a way past Vol's initial strategy of trying to go through and find themselves some kills through boxes. Vol do come back with a slew of kills around, and yes, in the YouTube chat, do bear in mind only your first entry will be counted. Further entries will not increase your chances of winning. So don't worry about entering in multiple times. It doesn't actually serve any purpose, but appreciate enthusiasm and certainly an attempt to game the system. Vol's starting to actually catch up a little bit here. Let's see where the kills are going. It's going to be onto Draenec with the who of course immediately gets murdered the second we start looking for them. But let's see if we can follow what they've been doing. 5 and 2 so far, doing pretty well. Thank you, Crew Light, for updating on the score. Vici lands a kill, managed to even things up. Vol starting to bring things a little bit more back under control. As Draenec goes down low, decides to still go in anyway, which I'm not sure is the best of ideas when you're down to 30%. But hey, I guess it has worked out well sometimes just because it's unexpected. But it possibly might be unexpected because it's not the traditionally best strategy to try and fight when you've got no health left. But hey, what do I know, hey? These guys are the professionals. You can see George getting a long time actually to try and push through kills. I think we can quite make it in the end. So let's switch across and see where the rest of the fight is happening. Rydit's doing some pretty nice stuff, 3 and 3 so far. Bull Nation in lead. Stress does land a grenade killer, and I think we might have a bombing run coming in. But no casualties from either side. So I think if it was directed towards Vol, they managed to avoid it. Bull Nation get 3 kills in a row, though. They are looking like a very confident team right now. Now another couple of kills coming through. What is going on? I think Bull seem to have got a better mastery of these little points on the map you can shoot through, where it's really hard to see the bullets coming, but because they can shoot through at head height, they can quite smoothly force out a kill. And Bull Nation are looking like they could easily even up this series. Monica goes down as well. Bull Nation looking exceptional right now. Let's see, I think it is going to be George again, who has, again, died at the moment we start speaking about them, but who's getting most of the kills. It's worth noting that Bull Nation are down to 4 members as well, but it doesn't seem to be stopping them at all. Mary Killer, yes, we will also have a big old finals later on today if you are enjoying the stream today, which will have some 8 of the best teams from the last month. Akusil, I will have to do a bit more research on the morph. I know that the morph is starting to see a lot more play, so I should probably get a little bit more informed as to the particulars of the different modes. Oh, I see. Thank you for the intel there. Bull Nation. Honestly, I think I've put this game number 2 of our grand finals on lockdown, ahead by 11 right now. 2.5 minutes left to play. I don't see Vol coming back into this one. Certainly, Bull have taken up residence in this hangar and doing exceptionally well for themselves, but we're just seeing trade kills here, though Vici does manage to get a couple. I think we've actually got both teams down to 4 members now. It worked out pretty well for Bull Nation, I suppose, but I don't know if it's necessarily going to do too much for Vol. Though, saying that, Vol do start to get back some kills. They've got to make up an enormous amount of ground. We'll get 2 more. I don't think they're going for an actual score victory here. I think they're just going to let the time run down, because their lead is pretty much insurmountable. As much as I would maybe like to see a huge comeback from Vol here, I don't really see that. I think easily Vol, if they could have found some members, Bull Nation, if they could have found some members of Vol, could have easily at least forced game 1 through to a draw. And now Vol already being really pressed back. I think it feels like Bull Nation have got a very good grasp on Scramble, but of course we will be changing off of Scramble for game number 3. If, as it seems right now, Bull Nation do tie things up 1-1. Yes, Pro Noob, I do like that particular copy pasta about being a washing machine. That's some fresh and new dank mimage. Vol actually are starting to close the distance between the two teams a little bit. I have to wonder if I can turn off that little pop-up along the bottom, because that does keep happening while I'm pressing on the player icons. But they've actually done pretty well to try and bring this one back. Vol now only behind by 8. Okay, well, that's possibly not going to be an issue anymore, just because of that particular exchange. Bull Nation only 2 kills away from tying things up. They spent a lot of time in that storage hangar, and now roaming out in the field looking for as many kills as possible. And that will be it. 1-1, Vol and Bull Nation, which means we'll see at least 2 more games. Please do stay tuned for that, and we'll be back with those as soon as we have them for you. We're back, baby! Grand Finals game number 3. One team will manage to push forward here and stamp their authority upon the Grand Finals. Let's get these names all sorted out before we get into things proper. As Vol, fighting back after a pretty thorough drubbing on a scramble, now look to bring out as much fury as possible to the construction site and see if they can manage to pull ahead in this series. Bull Nation do fall behind in the early going, and I have to think that I wonder what's going through each of these teams' minds right now. What I found so fascinating about the previous game was how Vol was trying to do this kind of long-range sort of cheese fire through the very different ways of, the different boxes and things, which can give you some weird sight lines to allow you to cheap shot people. But actually, it turned out that Bull Nation was a lot better at that than Vol were, and managed to absolutely thrash Vol in game number 2. But we're back to the old 3-kill lead that Vol loves so much, who are presumably now going to start transitioning into their more trading pattern as we get in later into the game. Monica 0 and 2 so far, which is honestly pretty surprising. Monica, one of the better snipers on Vol 2017. So we'd expect to see them doing a little bit, or making a little bit more of an impact in the early going. But hey, I guess we'll see how things work out. Bull Nation do find themselves a little bit further ahead though after that particular exchange. 5 minutes and change left to play as we see the snipers flicking around trying to look for their targets, trying to get the pick off that they need. Five minutes left to play, 19-19. You can see the bombers in the sky ready to deliver their payloads. 4 minutes 50, still left to play. Vol do manage to find one more kill, but going from what we've seen so far, we've got, I think, probably another very considered game at hand. I wonder which one of these teams would do best if it was to go to a full-on brawl kind of situation. But I guess we may or may not find out as the game goes forward. Vol do have that 1-kill advantage. Bombing run coming in will manage to equalize the score. Vici looking around to see if any further advance from Bull Nation is forthcoming. Doesn't seem to be right at the moment. Slightly over 4 minutes. Miri Killer, I really enjoy your streams now. Well, I'm glad to have made a convert out of you. Hopefully you'll come back and join us a little later on for the Grand Finals as well. Who do you guys think is going to win? Will it be Bull? Will it be Vol? I kind of feel like either choice is completely valid at this point because these two are incredibly evenly matched. Hero Gaming Simon, that's a good idea. Drinking something. Delicious water. Bull Nation now find themselves a couple of cheeky kills there, one of which do get traded back. Let's see if we can actually find some of the guys getting these kills. Let's see. It is going to be George, as perhaps expected. Goes down low on health, but not able to be punished by the rest of Vol. But Vol, actually no, by the moment I say that, I'm proven to be wrong. As Vol do find the lurking George, master of the sniper rifles and long-range fire, lurking, trying to recover health, not quite in time. Nice grenade though, unfortunately won't be enough to get George a kill, and suddenly Vol are picking up a whole hell of a lot of kills in a hurry. Let's rush ourselves back over there. A fellow master who's 14 and 5 right now. Vol actually starting to look very, very good in the latter part of this game. 2 minutes 43 left to play. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of games here where we don't get to the score limit and it's all done down to the wire time-wise, because these teams give each other a lot of respect, and it doesn't seem to end up in a kind of like a sort of death brawl too often, but it has happened. Facebook and YouTube giveaways still going on right now, so please do keep your entries coming in. Whichever team wins out here does open up the possibility of this being a 4-game series, but it's still very much up in the air. Hey, Rapper Gaming Pro YouTube. Great to see so many YouTubers in the channel. I know that certainly Hacksaw and Soldier Girl both have a pretty good YouTube presence. If you haven't already, please do give those guys some love, give them some scribbles, smashing some like buttons, all the good stuff. I don't personally have too much on YouTube, but you can still find me on Facebook and on Twitter if you know what to look for. But I won't tell you what it is, because we're focusing on this game right now, which Vol is pretty strongly in the lead for 1:30 left to play. Vol get up to 39-30. Bull Nation now in quite a bit of trouble. Master goes down low, but not low enough. Is going to get taken out though, but that's the danger of walking into a combat situation when not on full health. Much easier to get one-shotted. 1 minute and change left to play. Vol looking pretty darn strong here. But can Bull pull out the bag? It's not seeming so likely as they lose another member there. I think we might actually see Vol get all the way up to 50. They've really come alive in this later game. And hey, a lot of credits to them for doing so. It's looking like with 50 seconds and 5 kills, 1 kill per 10 seconds, Monica gets 1. Sahand trades 1 back, Vichy gets another. It's looking like we might see a slightly early end as Vol get 2 more right hits, trades, and there we go. Vol are up 2-1. Alright guys, again, just as always, we will jump back to the wait screen while we wait for the next game to get set up, but we are looking at a situation where Vol could quite easily take this finals if they pull out another performance like that. At least 1 more game to go, so please do stay tuned. Oh, well, hi there guys. Unfortunately I've got some very bad news. I'm having some equipment problems here, and also I've gotten kicked out of the finals because I think of a bit of a bug. So I don't think we're going to be able to actually view it on stream. I think my iPad ran into a little bit of trouble there. So it wasn't the players, but the iPad itself. So I do apologise, that's very unfortunate. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get my iPad working again. So what we'll just have to do is draw our giveaway winners on Facebook and on Twitch. And I think we'll have to tie up the stream for the time being. I can only apologise again. We'll do our very best to make sure this doesn't happen in the future. Okay, so as far as our Twitch giveaway winner goes, it will be Crazy MC5. Crazy MC5. Please post your dog tag and platform. Again, guys, just to explain as much as I'm able to, at least, that we're having some technical problems here, which means I don't believe we are going to be able to bring you guys what we were hoping for, which would have been to bring you your last game of the day. So again, I can only apologise, and we'll get at least the giveaway bits and pieces out of the way. Let's see if Crazy MC5 is still here. For YouTube, will be Miri Killer. Miri Killer is, please post your dog tag and a platform. So Crazy MC5 over on Twitch, Miri Killer over on YouTube. We'll give him a little bit. Sorry, Miri Killer over on Twitch rather. That's right, the other way around. Oh, we can hear the sound of my cat going. So yes, I do again apologise. There's technical issues which are stopping us from bringing you the final games of the day. We will get those sorted out for our big monthly finals we've got coming up a little bit later on. But for the time being, I'm afraid that we won't be able to show you those games, and we'll just have to tie things up there. Just checking to see that we're actually getting the responses from the winners that we need. I know, Rapid Game Pro, it sucks. I am very upset as well to not be able to bring you those games. That is really, really unfortunate. But what we'll do is we'll close the stream down here, and if I don't get a response, I'll just see about getting a replacement giveaway winner on each of those platforms. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back in just about, I'd say about 2 hours from now.